The Spanish Cove by Cherry Radford, published by Head of Zeus Books, and this is a novel that is set, it's a romance novel, that is set in Almería in the southern part of Spain. And she has written 2 other books, so The Spanish Garden and The Spanish House, and I think if you read any or all of her books, you will come away feeling that you have had a visit to Spain, because they are full of culture, full of the odd Spanish word which makes it feel authentic, just the vibe, the skies, the beaches, it's an enthusiastic rendition of a beautiful country. This novel opens on quite a sad note, because there is young Marina and she is out on a boat with her father. Now, she, mum and dad have got a house in Cala Turquiza, which is, a very basic house. There are a couple of others dotted around the hillside. And to get to that place, you have to get on a boat. They have a boat anchored there, and so she's out one day with her dad, and the dad meets up with another boat, has a chat with the person in the other boat. She goes to bed because it's quite hot, wakes up and finds him in a terrible state, so much so that he is actually dying. And she, as a tiny girl, has to somehow get this boat to land to get the help that she needs. Forward 20 years, she is at home, she's discussing with mum. Mum's a bit kind of all over the place, she's an artist, and she's looking to Marina to go back to the house, to clear it out and potentially sell it and, get through all the procedures to get the house on the market. So Marina sets off in the company of her friend Polly, who is a support to her at this really very, very difficult time, because remember, she hasn't been there for so many years. They have to take the boat round, they can't actually take the road because there's been a landfall, so the road is blocked, and they get to the house, and in that house are already 3 young men. It transpires that these 3 young men, who are all professional people from around Spain, they're all Spanish, come every year to this house, to make music, to just hang out together, and they're devastated to learn that she might potentially be selling this house. Where are the girls going to stay? Well, the obvious answer is that they stay in the house. It all seems to be quite amicable, they seem quite trustworthy. Marina checks out that these guys are okay, so they live together with the guys, they go off and do their various bits and pieces, but you can see that this is a recipe for romance at some level. She also has to make contact with the estate agent, and she learns that in fact a young man has bought the other houses, and he presumably is a property developer, but she has to find her way to him, gets to him, and actually finds, and she's not quite sure she can trust him, that he wants to have a sort of eco project with all the houses that he's acquiring, but she's not sure she can trust him. Does she want to sell the house anyway? And this is where the story goes. There is a bit of romance. Who is she going to hang out with? Is Polly going to find someone? And will she sell this house? So if you're looking for a bit of Spain in fiction, then you can do no better than The Spanish Cove by Cherry Radford. There is romance, there is atmosphere, and there's a lot of lovely sun, sand and blue sky, and sometimes we need some blue sky.